We're here in Milwaukee, the home of Harley-Davidson, and we've got a new CVO Road Glide and CVO Street Glide. And boy, am I glad these have arrived. I just came from a trip to Monterey, California for the King of the Baggers races, and I rode up on a Road Glide and an Indian Challenger. And what I noticed in that is that the Indian had a better rear suspension plushness, and its motor was very nice as well. So the Road Glide, the OE Road Glide, came off a little bit short. But now with the CVO Road Glide and CVO Street Glide, we've got a much better rear suspension and a fantastic new motor. 121 cubic inches, variable valve timing, and it beats the old 117 motor up and down the rev band. It's the best Milwaukee 8 motor of the bunch. Also new for this is the liquid-cooled cylinder heads, which keeps some heat down and enables higher power. When the pictures first emerged of these new CVOs, there was some controversy. Some people thought, oh, well, I like the old ones better. I don't like these new ones. But I tell you, when you see these things in person, in 3D, and you go walk around them, they look fantastic. This is a much better looking motorcycle in the flesh than it looks in the pictures. And it sets the stage for future road glides and street glides, which will filter down to the OE fitment. The styling looks new, but it's still familiar, and it sets the stage for what's to come from future Harleys. Special mention goes to the Whiskey Neat paint that you see here on this Road Glide. Seeing this thing in person, there's 3D finishes, there's just a mech. Hand applied, they say it takes 10 hours to hand paint these things. Of course, hand painting costs money, and this paint work costs $6,000. Sounds like a lot to a guy of my salary, but to a CVO Road Glide owner I just spoke to, he tells me that $6,000 for this paint job sounds quite reasonable. So depending on the depth of your pockets, this paint is probably worth the cost because it looks fantastic in person. Also new on the CVOs is a TFT instrument panel. The old Road Glide looked kind of last generation. This TFT panel, 12.3 inches, it looks brilliant, stunning to see in person. All kinds of customizable views you can have for it. Also included to control it is new switchgear. This switchgear has a really nice feel to it. It has a nice tactile touch to it. It feels really high-end, and it really goes along well with the high-end CVO line. Also new with these CVOs, an upgrade in brakes. The old Road Glide's brakes were fine. These ones are even better. Brembo, radial mount, really excellent control, braided lines. It feels really good when you have to get hard on the brakes. Hard enough, in fact, that these tall bars on the Road Glide can flex forward because you can decelerate so briskly. They're rubber mounted, so at all engine speeds, this is a smooth running machine. It's amazing that 121 cubic inches can be controlled into such a smooth running fashion. Another thing I like about the CVOs are these cool wheels. They've got like old style spokes, but they attach to an aluminum rim. So it gives you the tubeless qualities, and yet you get the old spoked rim, spoked wheel fashion statement. These bikes are built on the same platform, same engine, same instruments, but there's quite a different feel from behind the bars. Like I say, the Road Glide has really tall bars. They feel almost a foot taller than the Street Glide. So it gives you that fists in the wind kind of tough boy attitude. It's a bit of a stretch at full lock if you're doing U-turns on a photo shoot. The Street Glide, much lower bars, and with the smaller fairing, it actually feels like a smaller bike, even though they're basically the same platform. So for smaller riders, I'd say the Street Glide might be the best choice. But the Road Glide, you gotta love Road Glide. It really does look tough. So with a new engine, more powerful engine, much better rear suspension, amazing attention to detail with all the finishes, all the lines are very cohesive, it all flows together. The new CVO Road Glide and Street Glide, the bagger bar has been raised.